If an officer asks you to take a breathalyzer, do you have to comply? Many Texas drivers have no idea what their rights actually are during a DWI stop. They panic, they talk too much, they think cooperation means conversation. Texas operates under what's called the implied consent law. This means that anyone driving has already agreed to give a breath test or a blood sample after an arrest. And if you refuse, it can trigger an automatic license suspension. 180 days for a first refusal and up to 2 years for repeat offenders. Even without a test result, prosecutors can still pursue DWI charges using officer observations, video, and field tests. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to break down exactly what happens when an officer asks you to take a breath test in the state of Texas. I'm Brian Epps, a criminal defense attorney here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I'm with the Fulgham-Hampton Law Group, and we've handled thousands of DWI cases. One of the most common questions we get is whether or not a person needs to take a breath test. Here's what the law says in Texas. A driver can legally refuse a breath test, but that choice triggers what's called an administrative license revocation hearing through the state. Now, we can fight these hearings, but there is a very small window for us to request it, and time is of the essence. Now, refusing may lead to an automatic license suspension, usually 180 days for a first offense and up to 2 years for prior refusals. Now, if you drive for work or need to take the kids to school, we may be able to get you an occupational license, but we're going to have to apply for it and there are fees involved. Now, what if you submit and agree to take the test? What happens then? Blowing over the legal limit can also trigger a suspension, typically around 90 days for a first-time failure. Either decision has real consequences. Don't blow, 180-day suspension. Blow over the legal limit, 90-day suspension. Refusing to take the test might limit the evidence available to prosecutors, but also put your driver's license on the line immediately. Taking the test might avoid the automatic suspension, but a high result gives the state a powerful piece of evidence in court, and they will use that against you. It's really a lose-lose moment, and that's why it's very important to understand your rights. Here's what most people start doing. They talk too much. They try to explain their night, justify their choices, and they try to sound sober. And all you're really doing is giving prosecutors more evidence to work with. Now let me explain. Most people don't understand that a DWI conviction does not require a BAC number. I've seen officers testify about slurred speech, bloodshot eyes, unsteady movement, or failed field sobriety tests. And when you refuse the breathalyzer, sure, it removes one piece of evidence, but it adds another penalty, a suspended license. Here's what you need to do. You need to provide your identification, stay calm, and follow all lawful commands. You don't have to perform standardized field sobriety tests or give any details about what you've been doing that night. While that will most likely lead to an arrest, it's important to know that silence becomes the strongest defense. And that's why legal guidance matters. When fewer words are spoken, there's less evidence they can use against you. An experienced attorney can challenge the stop, the calibration of the machine, or the procedures that they followed. And if the stop wasn't valid or the process was flawed, the entire case can fall apart. Silence preserves that leverage. Talking usually takes it away. The most important thing you can do is remain calm and call your attorney. Now, if you or someone you know find yourself in this situation or have any questions, give my office a call. We'll give you a free 30-minute consultation and go over your rights.